Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kakadash, double honors to the apostles, that great millstone. Salute to you, brothers, teaching the word in sincerity and in truth. And what they're doing is, a matter of fact, one of the brothers had hit me up and sent me something and basically said that he's seen one of these vehicles riding around, right? So, pretty much, he basically looked into it, and it's what they are is an armoured vehicle. Like, you get these armoured vehicles that they got when in like riot situations. If you check out the Northern Ireland situation, the cops are frequently rolling around with those white armoured vehicles because Northern Ireland, you got like a whole rebel war going on over there, man. You know what I'm saying? Between them groups. So you don't even want to say certain groups and things like that. You know what I'm talking about. And then with the other side, so there's a whole thing going on over there. That's been going on. You know what I mean? That's been going on. You know what I'm saying? Which, you know, people actually doesn't. You know, that's a whole thing right there. So pretty much now what I see with this situation is that because we're gonna have some, because what they said when I looked up into this vehicle, because you got the older ones called the what are they called? They're called the Jankel, and the new ones are called the Sandcats. Okay, now the Jankel ones, you know what we're gonna do? Okay, they got videos on them. So if you look at here, it says Met Police to use Israeli armored vehicles battle tested in Gaza. Let's see how old the news this is. Okay. It's a couple of months ago. Was it June? Okay. The 6th in America, the months in front, the day's second, but in the UK, the day's first, the month second. UK buying weapons from. Okay, I'm not gonna go into all that. Okay, so they're making them. A company called Plazan for more than 30 years. Plazan has supplied these systems to the. Okay, includes 700 sandcats since the beginning of. So they've had them over there. They've had them over there, but they're bringing them over here. A Met spokesman said the 18 vehicles it has brought from Plazan will be used to suppress serious public disorder. So with what's going on out here, they're gonna, like, you're seeing protests in England every week, man, mass protests. You know. And it's basically the way they're putting it. It's like the Muslims plus immigrants versus, Edo Brits, so-called white Brits, Britons, English people, so-called white people from England. So that's what is every week. Either one of them groups is a mass protest on that, and then there's other protests going on as well. Israeli armed companies frequently use the development of their weapons in Gaza as a sales tool, boasting that they are battle tested after being used in Palestinians. So I'm not going to go all up into this because this website is one of those sites that so people there's YouTube videos on it. One of them just said it. Is it getting that bad? Well, it is. It just is. that's The Sandcat is a multi-mission armoured vehicle that can carry up to 11 officers for scenarios such as armed responses, airport deployment, and major incidents. So they've obviously took over, and this goes back to June. But I guess one of the brothers has seen it rolling around Facebooks. Okay, somebody may seen it. It's 20. Okay, let's click this one. And I'm gonna say Shalom anyway. But let's just click this. As a matter of fact, before I do that, let's do this. So you had the Sandcat. Then you had the older model. Okay, you got one right there. It's on a Ford. That looks like that would be on one of those 4x4 trucks, if that's what you call them. Over here, it looks like the back's modified. At the same time, okay, you got them ones. Them ones usually, they're the type style ones I see up in Ireland and shit. Your streets are going to become war zones. Let's get that, and I'm gonna do this. Let's do that. Read that right fast. See, that's in 15. Oh, you know what? Let me get 9. 2nd is just 9 and 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of these things, from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So it was prophesied it was going to be mass uproars of the people all over the world. So that's how this thing ends, bro. This is just in this chaos. Uproars. People coming against each other, people coming against the government, all sorts of stuff. So then they're going to come with, well, we need the order, that's why they got digital IDs, new armoured vehicles that they're putting in, all this stuff. 2nd 15:16, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. That's the martial law as well. On top of the revolt against the state and all that. So let's do this. And there was something else that was... See, they always put something out, but then it disappears. Let's do this. That's 2025. That's... okay, no, that's what we're in. 2024. We're in 2025. My brain just today just keep telling me 2025 was about 5 years ago. Times, I don't know what's going on. But now, is that the one? Is that the... okay. They're saying this is a sandcat, so let's see, because before I do that, let's do this here. Oh, let's do this then. So you know what, you got to get used to seeing these things and more. Remember, you had the rapid response units, right? Get ready to seeing these things all up on your streets, bro. You know, I'm gonna keep this one short. Shalom.